It's a much different environment than DeTario Scott experienced in his first 3 years of high school. Reuther Central, enrollment around 400, is much smaller than Scott's previous schools.
Whether he's at Lawrence, North of Indiana, whether he's at Bradford on the north side, or here at Reuther, it's basketball.
DeTario was reunited this school year with Cliff McKenzie, who first coached him when he was a fourth grader. The results have been eye-opening. DeTario is one of the state's top scorers at around 32 points per game. But he wasn't always known as a scorer.
The one thing about people don't realize about DeTario, he's a pass-first point guard.
I can have 2 points, but if I have 11 assists, I would be satisfied, like scoring 40 points.
Scott nearly averages a triple-double, tallying better than 12 rebounds and 9 assists per game, in addition to his lofty scoring.
His passing ability is just off the charts. Anyone who has that kind of vision on the floor is a coach's dream.
Growing up playing with him, he was always a passer. He was never a scorer. So it's just amazing me that he could score more. Like, he just became better.
DeTario was a starter as a freshman at Kenosha Bradford. But due to family issues, DeTario moved to Indianapolis to live with his grandmother. This year, it was time to come back.
Come play back in my hometown, kind of for my mom and everybody else. It was just a whole family decision to come back. My mom is the biggest fan. She may not know about basketball, a lot about basketball, but she knows if I'm having a bad game or not. She knows what I'm capable of doing.
Former teammates like Corey Light were excited that DeTario was returning to Kenosha and enrolling at Reuther.
He can take over the game whenever he wants. He's a pass-first point guard. That's what we always need. We always needed a point guard.
Scott had to sit out his entire junior season due to a torn ACL. His left knee bears the surgical scars. But he got back on the court in time for AAU ball.
I had to put 110% to it to become back better instead of letting it slow me down and worry about it.
And while working his way back to action, DeTario was able to turn himself into more of a scorer. His shot has improved, and he's got tremendous range.
Yeah, I worked on it the whole offseason.
The season hasn't been everything Scott wants it to be in terms of wins and losses. He's hoping to help the Bulldogs become more consistent and have a shot at a deep playoff run. In any case, the team is more than happy to have DeTario around.
Just a great guy with a good attitude, like every day, all the time.
He's well liked with his peers, and you know, he's just an everyday kid who's been blessed to have just basketball skill.
Reuther is the defending champion of the Blue Division of the Indian Trails Conference, and the Bulldogs definitely got a boost this year when DeTario arrived.
Now here's Coach Cliff McKenzie presenting DeTario his award, courtesy of Boston Store.
We present DeTario Scott from Kenosha, Reuther.